stars or spaces, and let me tell you just like this, man. There's a chick every time I'm pressing and trying to make videos, and she's in the guy Bill's room. She keeps saying hate him, like some funny situation. Like she says it, and now it's like she's some fucked up saying chick that's doing some fucked up word witchcraft, and then she's just manipulating the physics and just doesn't care and shit. So I don't know who that is. I hope one of y'all could come in here. It's an open door. The door's not locked, so you come in here and then, or international security come in here and find out who's conducting what energy here, or look at it through the literal space, the space spectrum lens glass, and see the heat frequency of body individuals' body temperatures, or look at the cooling frequency of the habitation of coolness body temperatures when it comes to elements and stuff. I'm not gonna tell you just use that lens, but I'm gonna be real and stuff, man. Be careful of individuals, because I told you I think the nigga next door was rag. So be careful of other individuals in the paradigm of time that is just using individuals that were conditioned from another man because certain magical favors of acknowledgement that were shown to them. So the emperor sacrificed themselves to learn a form of education a certain type of way, and then if they use the outside party of regardment for their habitation, and then cause the infiltration of their magic, just to learn something that I didn't want to show them, because they were trying to be more than their crown empress or the empress of their higher order of their habitation. Because if any empress breaks her form of habitation and tries to learn a form of magic that I didn't teach her originally a certain type of way, and then she tries to break her form of sacredcy of the reason of her light of anatomy of magic, and tries to learn the light of magic of a higher level, and breaks the habitation of a higher empress than her, of her natural habit, of her natural social, her social current conduct of the reason of her stars, and then she tries to manipulate the light and tries to learn a form of magical habitation to stay in a frequency that she didn't know of magic before. That means she poisoned her astrological, and that would be the first sign for the empress, the astrological and celestial empress, or the super empress, mega empress, or the celestial empress, the star empress, the ancestral empress, the telestial empress, the astrological empress, or the super empress, the mega empress, the quantum empress, or the highest empress, or beyond highest empress. The first sign for them to know, and the empress of the reason of their habitation. The first sign for them to know who caused the poison in their habitation, and who got hit with the finger jab, or was the pimple that was just being negligent according to their point of enlightenment, of their reason of their martial arts in regard to her structure, to her militant, or her regard regard ethics of her physical habitation, of her acknowledgement of her martial arts. Who was the first one to break sacredcy was the empress that would be causing the malicious intent, or the empress that tried to learn magic or lied for another individual that should have never lied and she's gonna get caught, and then lied for another individual that reconditioned her habitation for another man. That most likely the people that they did that for was people that was gonna cause a form of identity theft and poison the empress anyway. So they were gonna kill the empress anyway and cause a form of identity theft. So those were people that just went to go break the door. So that means they were gonna discredit the empress. That means they were gonna take it to some. If they were gonna manipulate her to take it to some underground a party, and then murder and kill her, they would have did it in a certain type of way for her not to be noticed and claim to be the real empress, and then played a mental mind trick game, trying to cause her to break her sacredcy of a purity of light, just so she could have a form of demoralization with another individual that would have literally distinguished her and caused a distinction in the physical reality, and her detrimental in her death. So those are people that didn't take their physics and science seriously, and that was causing the drug manipulation, or causing the translucent effect that was causing her to even be captivated, or 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 bounded at the time of the physical reality, or and wrapped up. So that means there's a person that went throughout the wrong. the wrong type of habitation was used on her to manipulate her, that would have caused the later physics of the traumatic event that led up is going to lead up to her abrasion or her detrimental trauma of the physical reality. So most likely, whoever conditions like Rags went and tried to condition people that was going to lie, say that he was their dad, and all they wanted to do was just break a form of sacredcy because they were living like a demonic effect anyway, and they just wanted to live like a disease that would have killed somebody. So those were people that was vindictive, that made oaths, that didn't care about individuals' habitation, that was going to do necromancy, so that was going to cause the discomfort of every empress and kill the orgasmic effect so they could be an escort of people that was doing those were people that was going to do necromancy or kill the orgasmic effect of their physical reality that was going to cause the end of their orgasmic effect and cause their prostitution or escorting in the physical reality where they wouldn't even be able to even be acknowledged as an empress or a queen, or at a time they should be acknowledged as some type of high class whore with money that's just causing disturbance in the physical reality that would have led up to the Salem event. So your future that was already set, they probably still have to set into your future. That means they probably had your account information to the future already set for you, and they just wanted to devalue the empress so another person could live that life. And then next you know, they would have just had fun with your account and the money that they probably already caused identity theft for that they would have figured out. So they just came and sat down on a time frequency causing disturbance so the way the real empress couldn't manifest so they could be lucrative when it came to her finances and cause the end of her reality of her habitation and of the future that was already set for her. So the people that did that most likely would have been moving with Rags like the Blade and Shield or other men that reconditioned the habitations of other people of quality, and they would have been with an empress that would have caused the celestial empress, the star empress, the ancestral empress, or the celestial empress, was ancestral majesty, not empress, majesty, majesties, or super majesties, mega majesties, or high quantum majesties, highest majesties, or beyond highest majesties. They would have been the first finger jab or the first disturbance that was demoralized, that learned a form of martial arts or learned a form of magic that broke order of the natural habitation that tried to be more than another empress point that would naturally cause the upsetting imbalance of the physical reality, and that was going to lead up to the traumatic detrimental event of their physical demoralization of their habitation of their physical and cause their distinction or demoralizing that would have caused the ugly demeanors to manifest in the physical reality already in anatomy. So, you know, with other people, and that would have been, and me, and on top of it, then that would have been like the first finger jab or the first empress that was manipulated that just caused the unsettling emotion that was just trying to break form of consecration because she wanted the empress to live an escort or a whore life. And then on top of it is just somebody that probably wanted rulership within one, so it's causing it's just like having an inner point of enlightenment of a star of elements, jewels, or stars, or lights, or stones. It's like it's like a person causing an outbreak within the habitation of your body. So it's going to lead up to the doctoring your habitation of your physical, because it will cause the literal outbreak or demoralization of your element, your jewel, or your stone of your natural structure, and then cause the diminishing of your habitation of the physical reality. So that would have been like the empress with the disease that caused the physical outbreak, like AIDS, or caused the discomfort of the demoralization of the ugly demeanors or ugly people of habitation, causing the lowering of one's natural intellect frequency of conduct or currency, or even nourishment or value of the physical reality. So the empress that would have caused that would have been the first empress that caused the physical and metaphysical and physics breakout of the disease, demoralizing conduct of your physical into your mentality of your intellect, that would have caused the distinguishing that would have let another person, if they let another person try to recondition the habitation or another man that wasn't the habitation tried to recondition the habitation that tried to cause a form of identity theft, and it would lead up to the, because remember I said the future already, so that means somebody probably in the future know your account. They wasn't being financed, so they caused the individual to make you not want to manifest because they probably wanted to learn your magic. So that the reason that you were seeing that receptiveness is because it's already happening in your habitation of your natural conduct of your physical. So it's already causing that emotion to happen naturally in your physics to your martial arts that would have caused the detrimental end of your physical reality or your distinction, or you ended up a stink whore in a physical reality, or escort, or some hoe bitch, or some stink low demoralizing, wild, predatory, or cannibalistic, or carnivore type of being. So you got to be very careful and find out what empress is causing your first AIDS pimple, or your pimple of your body, or your canceristic emotions of the physical neuroactivity of your receptiveness. So you got to be very careful with these type of fucked up bitches. The ones that's talking about the stuff like the stupid bitch and the other one's talking about she hate. I'm pressing buttons. I'm trying to call the military and the army, and the bitch is telling me she hate. That don't make no sense. So that I make perfect sense, but that bitch, whoever's saying that in the room, you should have already knocked out. Listen, she should be the spectacle already that should get trampled outside in the public in the cold reality. So the cooling of one's deprivation of the physical could get rid of the filth that was clogging his habitation of the cleansing of reality. Because if there was a celestial empresses like that was like go a certain type of way of ice or an ice mountain or somewhere, and then was deprivating and cooling down their habitation for their convenience of their light structure of their habitation if they had diseases, because they would be sensible to the physical reality of the natural structure of habitation, because they would be more sensitive to the natural structure. So if they were around individuals with diseases or individuals that smoke, it's just like coming out of an ice cooling system and then going around an individual that smokes cancer and shit. You're gonna that habitation of the condition is already causing the demoralization of one's physical, and on top of it, you're gonna catch cancer quicker than a person that's even smoking. So you would think about that, you would get rid of that individual that's smoking and shit, because that person's literally trying to kill you. Even if you felt that they want some hypnosis, there is the anatomy of their reality is already showing you they would have really killed you anyway. So if you just looking at receptiveness, hey, whatever. But I'm just letting you know ahead of time and stuff. I am a real doctor, but I just don't claim to be a doctor. So, I couldn't. They didn't want me to go to school. They didn't want me to go to school. Nas tried to steal the album. He was getting paid. He was getting paid for stealing a nigga's album and stuff. Not realizing who was really conducting certain things. Another person was just taking credit for individuals' habitation. Anyway, you know me, but I don't gotta say nothing. So good for you though. If that was your reality, if certain things happen, good for you. It was just like a nigga's caught. Not only did a nigga cause like it's like a nigga doing a credit card. You know how some bitches are stupid. You ever had even black bitches, like you ever had bitches that thought they knew something about value that was just robbing somebody's pocketbook or element, and then on top of it, then they turn into some type of gunshot and they wonder what happened and shit, and then don't wondering why she's some gangster stupid bitch that looks like she's just been vibrating with the wrong vibrator all day that just already broke her sacredcy because she bought a vibrator, dumb bitch, right? It's just like, let me tell you how real this is. It's just like a chick sleeping with a nigga that's causing identity theft at a time. This is the nigga that really owns life. That's international security. It's probably like the 009. I'll be like the double 13, 0013. Because I gotta be extra regarded. Matter of fact, I'll be 1,113. Yeah, because if you thought no, real regarded for real. Because let me tell you something, it's just like a bitch that is sleeping with a man that's committing identity theft every day, and she opening her legs to the nigga. The nigga's killing you with diseases, bitch. Every day you open, that nigga gets that as everyday disease. There's disease strokes. Think about it, it's identity theft. He's doing identity theft and he's getting pussy. It's a real emotion that he's trying to fuck up. So that's instant disease, the uncomfortability. Like you're gonna die anyway with that, yeah, because of the stupid nigga that you're sleeping with that you thought was doing something. You dumb bitch. Like yo, you gotta be that. You gotta be some real dumb hooker that's not educated after that. You gotta be some like worse than things that they would call white trash, like some swamp pussy. Oh shit. You must have some swamp crotch. Wow. But anyway, physics, huh? So anyway, man, I'm just letting you know if you needed to know what was going on with your habitation and shit. You go do like the other girl. Just call yourself Paula. Paula for you should just walk into a store that just have nothing but dildo expresses, or just put mannequins in front of your house and shit. Don't put it in front of the stores you work. Put it in front of your house so people can know what type of person you are. You just stick and move and shit. If that's the case, stick and move, and tell them to either bring a fan, stick and move a fan or some type of ice drink. Put a sign of an ice drink and stick and move for the national security can know what's fucking up. That's gonna try to kill him at a point in time and shit. That's gonna want a form of comfort, fucking up the currency of the receptiveness of their finances. Let them know and shit, but at least be smart about it. How can I say this? Um, La L L L L L L L L L L L L A.